the number one thing that a realtor can do in this market today that they're not doing?
That's easy, Mary. They can reach out to their past clients in their sphere of influence. Did you know that 1 in 5 consumers use their same realtor, but 80 to 90% actually would? So there's a huge gap there. And the gap is we don't want to call them because we don't want to feel salesy or we don't want to bother them. But they want us to 80 to 90% of the time.
You are going to have to tune into this episode of Really Mary and find out more.
Really, Mary?
Welcome back to Really Mary. You know, it is my pleasure to have Tausha Fournier on the show today. Oh my gosh. She is my Ferry coach. And do you have a surprise? So if you're a real estate agent, honestly, you need to stop and listen to this, because today, Tausha, we are going to talk about what are realtors struggling with right now.
Right now, Mary, what I see realtors struggling the most is a lot of realtors are really busy chasing the next hot lead.
Mm-hmm.
And so that creates a bit of a income roller coaster, right? If we're just chasing after the hot, but we're not building any pipeline worth of business. So the answer to that, do you want the answer or do you want to?
I absolutely want the answer. Do you?
The answer to that, what comes to mind for me, there's a James Clear quote that I think is so profound in business. And what James Clear says is, you're not going to raise to the level of your goals. You're going to fail to the level of your systems and structure. And so if you're chasing leads, but you don't have a system or a structure around your business, you're going to burn out. You're going to get discouraged. You're going to get in your head because you go 1 lead hot, 1 lead no, 2 leads no, 3 leads no, 1 lead hot, and it's a chase constantly.
Yeah.
Whereas if you create systems around your lead generation, you're always talking to people, and the next person who's ready is going to bubble up right before you. And that takes kind of that chase out of it.
Yeah.
So I see most agents just not running a business. They're just chasing leads.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, running a business is a little hard, right? I mean, what are like systems that people have to put in place?
Yeah, they might surprise you. And I've kind of boiled it down to where I see there's 5 core systems. And the ones that are the first one that's going to surprise you, did you know your schedule is actually a system?
What?
A system is simply a structure or a foundation or an organizational tool. That's what a system is. And if you're running your business without a schedule, meaning you don't know what you're supposed to do or when you're supposed to do it, you wake up in the morning and you're like, if I don't have a lead, what the heck am I supposed to do?
Right.
Right? You don't have defined time to do the actions that create the opportunities that build the business, then you don't have a business, my friend.
Yeah.
So if you're not managing your time or you're not directing your time, somebody else is going to direct it for you.
Well, that is so true, because they say busy people get more things done, 1. And 2, what we tell our team is if it's not on your schedule, it doesn't exist.
100%. So schedule is the first system that I would say you probably take a look at. Most people are surprised by that, but that's a foundational use of your time to direct it in a way that creates income and revenue, not in a way that waits for income and revenue to find you.
Right.
The next system I would think about is a CRM optimized. Not just a CRM that's a contact list, but a CRM that works when you don't. So you're using it effectively, and it's nurturing your past clients in your sphere of influence. It's answering your leads or keeping your leads in front of it's staying in front of your leads on a regular basis so they know you're interested in auditioning for your business, and it's doing it regularly without you having to keep it all in your head.
Right.
How many agents do you know that wake up in a cold sweat at 2:00 in the morning and go, oh, shoot, I forgot to call Mary?
You know, we talked about that today because you were here doing, you know, a seminar and coaching with our team. Yeah, there's a lot of people that wake up at 2 a.m, I guess I found out.
Right? A lot of us do. And that's because we're running our business in our head.
Yes.
And we're trying to keep it all tight in our head. And this is not a CRM. This is not a system, right? And the more you try to remember and the more you try to pack stuff in there, the less you actually remember.
Right.
So you have to have a place to take all the things in your head and put them on a calendar or a schedule or in a system that will remind you, hey, call Mary today.
Right.
Right? Hey, turn in that paperwork today. Hey, this lead just opened a home that's interesting that they want to look at. Call them.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't like it? Well, you should probably call them again next week and again the week after that. But if you don't have a system in place that does that for you, it all lives up in here and you're going to drop the ball and you're going to be super stressed out and you're going to eventually burn out and you're going to hate your life.
Oh, that's bad. Burnout, hating my life. That sounds bad. Maybe I just need to use my CRM better.
Maybe we should just use our CRM better. Yeah. So the other thing that I see agents not having is a system for lead generation.
Yeah.
So we wait for the Zillow lead that our team provides, or we hope someone in our CRM is going to decide it's time to move.
Right.
But we don't tactically reach out to people on a regular basis to create enough conversations where someone who's ready to transact will bubble up.
Right.
We're working reactionary rather than proactive. And when you have a lead generation system, you schedule specific activities that create opportunities every single day.
Right.
Here's the bottom line. There's a rule in real estate. He or she who talks to the most people wins.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's where your lead generation system is going to come up, and that's a big one.
And that would be system or systems?
The system is the fact that you have it scheduled, time allotted, and you do it with consistency.
Okay.
There might be add-on plug-in systems that you use, right? Where you get the leads, how you follow up, how you curate your follow-up emails, etc. So there might be accessory systems that go on with that.
Okay.
But the biggest part of the foundational part of the actual lead generation system is specific activities that create conversations every single week.
Love that.
Right.
I love that.
Now, the next system that I think is core, absolutely core. These are the five fundamental systems, the five core systems. The next one is a transaction management system.
Okay.
Transactions, while nuanced and while differ during each one, all have specific time frames and similar actions that repeat in every one. Now, you ready for the 2:00 in the morning nightmare again story?
God, I hope not. Please, please.
Have you ever forgotten that it was day 10 of the inspection period at 11 o'clock at night?
Well, I have a transaction management team, so I know
so you don't have to.
I don't wake up and do that, but I think there are a lot of agents, and not on my team because we do that for them. But if you're a single agent, I bet you do.
If you're a single agent and you don't have a workflow or a transaction coordinator that's working with you, or at the very minimum, a checklist with calendars activities within the timeline of the contract that keep you on track with reminders of what's due when, you're going to drop the ball. Because again, you're trying to manage your business and manage the transaction in your head. Yeah. So you either need to join a team that supports you with transaction coordination, or you need to hire a transaction coordinator, or you need to create a workflow that's time specific that reminds you of the tasks necessary in order to make sure you hit all these things on your transaction.
I don't know, Tosh. Just shoot me. You have to have a workflow, an SOP, so to speak, of what to do with a transaction. Because what I'm really good at, and I would submit, really good agents are really good at conversations and getting the ball to the contract. And the details aren't their gift.
They are not. We are people. If you're a good realtor, you're really good with people, but you're typically really bad with dates and paperwork. And so here's what I say. If I'm not good at it, I'm either going to hire it out, I'm going to delegate it, or I'm going to join a team that has a transaction coordinator that helps me.
Ding, 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 ding. Hi, my name is Mary, and I am not good with paperwork.
And also, hi, my name is Mary, and I'm hiring, and I offer transaction coordination.
Right, exactly. You don't have to be one. We'll offer you one.
Right.
But you have another one.
My last one would be our client management system.
Okay.
How do we manage our current clients' communication, and then how do we manage the post-close communication? How do we stay in touch with our past clients and our sphere of influence, right? I asked a lot of agents today when I was with you guys, and they said, I said, do you reach out to your sphere of influence or your past clients? And they said, yeah, of course I do.
Right.
And I go, really? How do you do that? Well, when I think about them, I call. Do you think they're moving based on you thinking about them?
I don't know, at 2 a.m. That seems to be the time.
They're not moving because you thought of them.
Yeah.
People move for a variety of reasons, and we never know when that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So if we're not keeping in touch with them regularly with a systematic approach, with a tool that helps us to do that, we're going to miss people. Right? We're not going to be in front of them, so we're top of mind when they do need to move.
Right.
The other thing we do is we're kind of picky. We call our favorites, and there's some low maintenance people that might be our favorites but don't need to hear about from us, and we just don't call them at all because we assume we've got this locked in. And then we go to call them to wish them a Merry Christmas, and they've moved. Or we send them a Christmas card and it's returned, and we find out that way that we weren't as tight as we thought. And we probably should have been keeping up with them. So we could have been the one to assist them when they did make the move.
You know, it's funny, Tausha, a couple of things that you say there. So the Bartos group does events where we, enjoy. As a matter of fact, tomorrow we're doing our Platinum Club, which is our best of our best of our best clients. We're having a super fun event. But I will tell you that we also have other tools that sends out emails about, the value of their home and on a regular basis, that then when you start watching them look at these things, it's in essence, they're raising their hand that they are actually thinking about selling their place.
100%. You know what, Mary? You know what people tell me when agents tell me, when I ask them why they're not reaching out to their past clients in Sphere, you know what they say? I don't want to bother them. I don't want to feel salesy. But do you know what the data says?
Yeah, tell me, because this is really exciting.
Yeah. So there was a study done by the WAV group, which is a homeownership survey that was done in 2024. And what that survey said is 88% of people who own homes want a monthly update of their home value and neighborhood pricing. 88% want that. Do you know how many get it? 17%.
Wow.
So they want it. And we tell ourselves a story that we're bothering them or we don't want to feel salesy, but it's exactly what they want.
Right.
44% of people who owned homes said that home ownership was way more work than they expected, and they found things that scared them. They want to hear from you because you have answers to all of those things that are home related. You're the expert. You're the one who has the vendors.
That's right.
You're the one who have the people that can help them. It's not the sale is done and then goodbye, we're done. They're our clients for life.
Right.
And 88% of them want a monthly update on their value in their neighborhood. And 44% of them say directly, I need your help. So us saying, I don't want to bug them, I don't want to be salesy, it's just a story we tell ourselves to not pick up the phone.
Oh, I hate those stories. As a team leader, we're always helping our team, kind of take out of that nonsense out of their brains, Tausha. Right. We did some of that today with our own team. Talked to a lot of other people this morning because let's face it, we are in sales and your head is a scary place. Everyone's head is a scary place, but getting tools and ability to work through that, to know that this is what the data is. Right. It's not our heads. We're not thinking about the person that's easy to talk to or not. Those are real things to think about as an agent. So I don't know about you, Tosh, but this was, for me, this was super helpful. You live and eat this, so it's nothing. Tausha is by far the best coach we have here at the Bartos Group. She is with Tom Ferry Organization. She is their number one coach, of course, outside of Tom. But at the end of the day, one of the things that the Bartos Group does is not only does she coach each of our executive team, but she also coaches our agents on our team so that they can walk through these processes to live their best lives ever. So I don't know, we learned about 5 core systems today. We learned about what actually homeowners want from the WAVE group home ownership. I think we've nailed it on this topic, Tausha. I know you're going to come back in the studio again, and we can't wait. But until next time, I'm Mary Bartos with the Bartos Group of Premiere Plus Realty.
And I'm Tausha Fournier with Tom Ferry, and it's been my pleasure.
Until next time.